Well, it's time for new products with our favorite automotive curmudgeon, Neil Maken. Skin Knuckles is the magazine. So we have what, 5 or 6 new products?
We're going to start talking about some new products, but we're going to start off with a new product that's about 85 years old.
Oh, okay. So
This
that
is
would
a
be new.
real,
That would be new to
at
Neil.
my age,
Yeah.
that's a new one.
That's a new one. What is that?
This is Key Graphite Paste.
Okay.
It's a sealer, and here's an ad from 1925 for Key Graphite.
There you go.
It's
And look, that's Neil in the ad. That's unbelievable.
basically graphite in a binder. It's unusual in that as it heats up to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, the boiling temperature of water, the binder boils off, leaving the graphite, which expands, and it fills all of the little nooks and crannies.
Do you think this would work on my steam cars? Because those run.
No, it is water soluble.
Oh, okay.
It's water soluble.
No.
Now, it will work on the air-cooled cars.
Right.
Franklin recommended Key Graphite Paste all the way back when for their head gaskets. The Franklin head gasket is not a compression type gasket, it's solid copper. The fellow that told me about this told me that originally the binder they used was molasses.
Really?
Graphite and molasses. He said after they did an engine rebuild, they'd pull the car out and it would smell like grandma was baking cookies.
There you go.
But
so this is anything but water lines or anything like that. You don't want
manifolds, exhaust lines.
Now, does that have a heat point, or like at 800 degrees, it's still okay? So
still okay. No problem with that. And it can be taken apart with warm water, which will dissolve this.
Really?
And it can be reused. Absolutely. And again, I've done this on the Franklin with the exhaust manifold. I've taken them off. I've washed the parts off with warm water. It washes away. It's just pure graphite.
And this works as well as any of the new modern high-tech,
I think so. I think it depends on the application, but I think so, absolutely.
Right. Very good.
Absolutely.
We'll give that a shot.
Only 85 years old.
85 years old, okay. What
It's
else
only available, I can only find it available from McMaster Car.
Okay.
Through their catalog or their wholesale.
Right.
Can't find it anyplace else. Next, another product from Eastwood. It's a 2-part paint. A 2-part urethane paint, which is going to give you an extremely durable finish, a very hard finish.
Almost like a powder coat, not a powder coat, but...
It's almost as durable as a powder coat, with the one difference being a powder coat is flexible. Any paint is rigid. So if you put this on a piece of metal and
it flexes,
bend it,
it's gonna crack.
This is going to crack. Powder coating has some flexibility to it. The way this works, this little red canister contains the activator.
Oh, it's all in one can?
All in one can.
Okay.
And the rest of the can contains the pigment. So what you would do is just pop out the little lid on top.
Go ahead, just pop that out.
Just pop it right out. When you get to be my age, it's harder. Put it on the bottom. Don't remove the cap from it. Press it down, and that will break the seal in this red bladder.
Almost like a CO2 cartridge.
Exactly. And it'll break the seal. This will mix, shake it.
But you have to use the whole can now.
Now, a word of warning on any 2-part paint. These do contain isocianides. It's a derivative of cyanide. So when you paint with this, you must wear full respirator, eye protection, painter suit, nitrile gloves.
It doesn't look like you got a whole lot of paint in there with the.
It's as much as any. As any spray can, yes. And it will do a beautiful job. This is flat chassis black. Or I guess it's a semi-black. This is the same thing with a clear coat on it. And that's just a clear coat.
I see.
But it gives you a beautiful finish.
And this is on the market now?
It's on the market from Eastwood.
Very cool.
As long as I'm on this end of the table, many years ago, I found a car sitting in a field. The only thing salvageable was a toolbox. It was completely rusted. Completely rusted, inside and out. I took it home, and it was sitting outside again, so it got even more rusted. And one day I figured I'll get around to de-rusting it. I was here in the garage several months ago and met a fellow from Arch Oil who told me about a new product they had that is a water-soluble, completely non-toxic de-ruster.
Okay.
And I said, let's try it. And he sent me samples of it. The dilution on this is 16:1.
Okay.
So just a pint will yield 2 gallons of deruster.
Okay.
And when he told me about non-toxic and all it is water and it's biodegradable,
Yeah.
I said, right,
Yeah.
I filled a plastic wastebasket
Okay.
with this stuff.
See, this is what's known as a Neil Mencken half job. Did
Half
of
done.
it, half done.
I got tired.
Got distracted,
That's enough.
fed up, whatever.
Time for a beer.
My mother always accused me of this. You always do a half job, whether it's the lawn or cleaning the dishes. So that's the classic. So all you did was you brush it on.
No, I dipped it
Yeah.
in this wastebasket full of the solution
Right.
and let it sit overnight.
Okay.
When it came out, this was derusted completely. I mean, there was no rust on here. There's some discoloration. Next time,
Yeah.
we're going to flip it over and do the other half. But this is arch oil. This is 5100, and then I put a preservative on it, which is at 5300 or 5100,
Okay.
5100, no, 5600 and 5300.
All right.
And it protects it from flash rusting.
Sounds good. What else we got here?
That's arch oil. Whenever you disconnect a line in the car, be it a brake line, a gas line, something's going to always leak out the end.
Right.
So we all take a pencil. We shove a pencil in there to keep
Right.
it from leaking. Eastwood has a better idea. Didn't
Okay.
Ford say that first?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here we are. This is a little clip made for the banjo fitting, a 3/8 fitting, or up to 3/8,
Yeah.
1/2 inch, 5/16.
Oh, I see.
And what this does, it fits over the fitting and seals it.
Oh, I see. Look at that. Yeah, so if you work on a line under the car.
It'll seal it from flowing. The product says steel line.
Yeah. Right.
And we've already discussed it. It's good for copper, it's good for rubber, it's good for any kind of,
Okay.
cunifer, whatever.
Very good.
And finally, when you're working under the hood of the car,
Right.
and I'm talking about the newer cars, the one-piece hood that lifts up,
Sure.
there's never enough light.
So this fits.
And this is an under-hood light
Oh, I see. Okay.
with
And then-
spring-activated,
Oh, I see. Yeah. It
foam
also
covered.
works as a thigh master. Yeah. Okay. So and the switch. Okay. So
And it's-
it would hang like
I
that.
think it's 120 LEDs in there.
Wow, that's
That's
great.
a lot of light. It's rechargeable, either 12 volts or AC.
Cool. Cool. Thank you very much.
Jay, thank you.
All right.